Yo, what's going on, guys? The other here. So today, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I wanted to complain about. Now, there is something with Black Ops 4 that is really not okay, and that definitely needs to be fixed. The ICR is the most overpowered weapon in the game. I have determined this by factual evidence. Yeah, evidence. All you need to do, if you get a max level, it is the god tier weapon of the game, and honestly, it's probably the best weapon in the game that I know of so far. Well, I'm only level 30, so I really can't say anything yet. Like, I've used the swordfish. I know the swordfish is like the M8 of, or the M8 of Black Ops 2 or some, or Black Ops 3, but it's a little bit different than all these other Call of Duty games. The ICR is normally one of those guns that not a lot of people would use. Like in MW2, not a lot of people use the ICR because it wasn't that good. But in this game, it is probably the best weapon that I could ever think is in the game, because I think I show it later in the video, my class setup, but it's got no recoil. Also, you can reload it very fast. It's very easy to use, very mobile. It's got a nice quick aim down sight time. It's really not that hard to use, and you unlock it at level 5. So, with that being said, everyone has access to it. So at least it's not one of those DLC weapons that you don't have access to. At least, I mean, for being honest, I'd rather let everyone have access to it than let only a couple people that can buy it have it. I also want to talk about a couple problems, but I'm gonna show you what I mean by like class setup when it comes to ICR. What you mostly run, I run 2 grips because there is absolutely no recoil. FMJ so I can shoot through the walls, as well as a ACOG. So basically, using the grip, both grips, you have no recoil whatsoever. You can shoot, and it's just without moving your directional button or your look button, your look D-pad, and there's just no recoil. Sorry guys, I'm really sick, but there's just no recoil. So it's honestly one of those guns that's like overpowered if you can get the high enough level to it. Now, I have mine maxed out. I'm not gonna like upgrade it because I want to keep all the attachments on it. I don't want to prestige it yet. I don't think I'm probably ever gonna prestige it unless I get like the M8 maxed, and then I'll prestige the ICR and then work back on the ICR again. But I just want to have a gun that I can use at all times that will give me kills, which is that ICR. So if I'm trying to like level up, or I need to level up or something like that, I need to get this many kills in this many time, or I'm doing a challenge or something like that, I can easily do it by just picking up my ACR class. I do have a tryhard class, which is just the ICR which is a class you actually just seen a second ago. Oh no, that was my shotgun class, but that was my shotgun class. But I do have a tryhard class, which I do use. It's just an ICR with 2 FMJs. I think it's 2 FMJs, 2 grips, a quick draw, and something else, as well as an ACOG. Firing range, best map to use the ICR on is firing range. Everything on that map is made out of wood or sheet metal. You could shoot through every building in firing range. I remember one time I shot through the back building, the far back spawn building, and the big wood building, and got a guy in their own spawn, like right off the spawn. I just shot in the general direction of their spawn and killed like 2 guys. It is definitely the best map, and I do always get wall bangs and shit on firing range. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry, I'm really sick. But The AK. Yeah, I've been working on the AK. I kind of like it, as you can see in this clip. I kind of like the AK. It's a slow shooting gun. It's not that good quick aim down sight time, and also it is a little slow. It's got like a delay when you press down the trigger button. It takes around maybe like a couple milliseconds for it to actually shoot, which is a little bit aggravating. That's the difference with the ICR, the ACR. I mean the ICR. Shit, I keep thinking of MW2. The ACR. Fuck. The ICR is there's not as much of a delay as there is on the AK and the SCAR. Now I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, what do you mean AK and SCAR? It's the KN or it's some shit like that. I call the weapons what they're remade after. Just like the Spitfire is made after the bow, so I call it the bow. That's just how I do it because it's easier than naming the weird names because it's literally the same gun, but just remastered. So why call it a different name if it's the exact same gun? That's what I don't get. But it's whatever. I think what I'm gonna be doing next, I'm gonna be working on the SCAR or the revamped, whatever it's called. That's my next gun to work on. I wanna get the Chronic or whatever the P90 remake. I do have to be level 40 though, which is a little bit aggravating. Also, another big thing I hate about this game: campers. So you got to do shields. I see this one right here. It is a OG camping spot. I know there's one map that has a secret room. You can put up 2 shields and 2 sets of barbed wire, and no one's getting in that fucking room. There are certain things that you should be able to do that you can. And I think Treyarch purposely like made some of these maps and put torque in the game purposely so people would camp. I honestly do, because it is so easy to camp now. There are really good rooms to camp in. You know, you got like firing range and shit, Nuketown, and you have all these new things that can easily just give you camping. Like you can just activate a dog and get torque. In a room you can have 2 barbed wire, get 2 torques, 4 barbed wire, and 2 radio guardian shields. I mean, you're set. Like with an SMG on hardcore, you're not gonna lose. But there is something else I really want to talk about, and it's I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. I've been playing since COD 4, which is a long time. I very much love the Call of Duty series. Holy shit, sorry about that, guys. But my controller got unplugged. But there's not really nothing you can do. I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time, since COD 4, and I love the Call of Duty series, but there's not much, difference we can make about Call of Duty. Whatever Treyarch makes it as, it's gonna be that. It's gonna, whatever he makes, or whatever Activision or whatever Sledgehammer makes, it's gonna be that. I mean, we can't really help it. There's nothing we can do to help it. But there's honestly nothing we can do. But I like the old Black Ops 2 days. I wish they'd bring something like that back, or remade it, remaster Black Ops 2. That would be cool. I would play a remastered Black Ops 2. But I'm gonna let you guys watch this pretty nice gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
UAV standing by.
In the turn, sensors are capture your objective. Mission timeline 50 seconds.
Well, that's enough of the shitty gameplay, so. But, there's a couple of other things I want to say before this video ends. I do have a couple more minutes to, gloat and ramble. But, I'm gonna be, I know I haven't been uploading a lot. I have lost quite a bit of subscribers, actually. I've been very sick. I am still very, very sick. It was hard for me to make this video, because I honestly feel like shit. My throat is all clogged up and it hurts. It's hard for me to eat, as well as my nose is all clogged up as well, as you guys as you guys can hear. But it's not the easiest, thing. I know you think, oh, it's not that hard to sit here and play video games. But as people should know, people rage at video games. So, as you can see, I don't do too bad. I used to be a lot better at Call of Duty games. I used to, drop 24 kills every game. Now, with all these new players that just sit in corners with SMGs, and because I remember back when Call of Duty was, you run around the map, shooting people with your gun, and it was just the gun you liked. It wasn't no overpowered weapon. It wasn't no MSMC. It wasn't no fucking ICR. It wasn't no fucking product or some bullshit like that. You weren't running around the map with a P90 spraying motherfuckers at hardcore. Now were you? No, you were running around the map, with either like a sniper. I used to use sniper rifles as well. I used to use the DSR and the ballista, as well as like the Locust and stuff like that, as well as like the M887. I don't think that's what it's called, but whatever. Like Black Ops 1 snipers. Black Ops 1 snipers weren't too bad. They weren't the best. COD 4 sniping was never a bad thing. It's always good to snipe in COD 4 every once in a while. I still have those games, and I do play them sometimes. Like, I'll go back and play them. I do not play online because no one plays the games anymore, except for like Black Ops 2. But I'll go on the campaign and reminisce about how I used to play this campaign all the time, and I'll look at my stats and it'll say veteran mode complete. Like I just really miss being able to have that nostalgia in the game, to the point where it's like, this is a game that we all love, and it's just all should be grouped together as one. If they can take what they did, the success they did with Black Ops 1 and 2, and put it into their next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Black Ops 5. They took the story, because they made a story, they made a better story. I think the Specialist HQ in Black Ops 4 was a better story than the entire Black Ops 3 campaign, because they had no idea what the fuck they were doing. They probably had like no time schedule at all. They had probably all new developers. I mean, they had I heard they had a bunch of new like people come in, and it was, you know, they were mostly focused on multiplayer and zombies. That's what they were mostly focused on. They didn't care about the campaign. But people don't understand. What they don't understand is that, you know, we love the campaign. Honestly, I do. I don't know if you guys do, but I just wish they could bring that back. You know, hopefully they do. But I'm gonna stop rambling. This has been the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I know I sound like a bitch, but it's okay. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. I wanna fucking die.